What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we've got the weekly breakdown for the reset this Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024, and so we're heading into week 9 of the season now, and alongside this reset we'll be seeing the second game update of the year for Destiny 2, so we'll cover what we know about that in a moment, but additionally we have a refresh on the new season content, the Iron Banner returns once again, plus we'll cover some updates from Bungie on the week ahead, and we'll see some new unlocks and challenges, and as always we get the raid refreshes, exotic mission rotator, and featured activities, as well as the Nightfall, playlist modes, and key unlocks for the week. So we'll break down pretty much everything worth knowing about what's happening in the game, and as always, I hope you find this one useful today. If you do, a rating below very much helps us out on the channel. But without further delay, let's get into it. And so first up this week, it is worth mentioning, we are going to see the second game update for Destiny 2 this year. Bungie have confirmed that they'll be fixing a bug in the Warlord's Ruin dungeon with the totems, and this is something that they introduced in their last update. Otherwise, we don't know a whole bunch about the other changes that we'll see with the patch notes on Tuesday, but I'll be sure to keep you posted as always. Just keep in mind there will be a couple of hours of downtime before the reset on Tuesday. Otherwise though, the Iron Banner will return to the tower for the third time this season, I believe, so if you're working on unlocking any of the Iron Banner loot, or objectives in general, then be sure to jump in and visit Lord Saladin in the tower with the reset on Tuesday. Otherwise though, of course we'll get the refresh for all of the seasonal activities, including the exotic mission, but all of the quests as far as we know it have now concluded, so we won't be seeing any additional story steps or catalyst refits and things like that for Starcrossed, but if we get any unexpected things or a potential finale or additional story things later on in the season, I will be sure to keep you posted. Keep in mind though, if you want to run Starcrossed and you haven't unlocked all of the catalysts just yet, they should now all be available. So that may be useful for anyone catching up. Up next though, we get new weekly challenges, and so initially we've got Dragon's Defender once again to defeat targets with pulse rifles or scout rifles, and we gain additional progress from Guardian final blows and final blows within Riven's Lair or the Coil. On top of that though, there is Lost in the Legend to complete a Lost sector on Legend or higher, and then we have Over Specialized to get final blows with weapons in the energy slot while in ritual activities, and we earn bonus progress by defeating Guardians. Additionally though, for this week we've got Iron to complete Crucible matches, and we earn bonus progress in Iron Banner and for victories, so of course that's one we can get done while the Iron Banner is live. But additionally there's Ultimate Champion to defeat champions in any Nightfall strike on hero difficulty or higher, and we get bonus progress at higher difficulty tiers. But the last challenge for the week is Calibrate Close Range to calibrate close range weapons like sidearms, SMGs, shotguns, glaives, and swords, and we get bonus progress once again for Guardian defeats right there. Otherwise though, as always this week, we get the refresh for the Warlord's Ruin dungeon, so with renewed chances at the exotic and other legendary rewards, no doubt a bunch of players will be jumping into that. And then up next we get to the Nightfall for the week, and the featured strike this time around will be the Hypernet Current Strike, with the featured weapon being the Pre-Astian Axe Bow, so let us know if you plan to dive into that one this week. Also, of course Grandmaster Nightfalls are available, so we can pick up adept weapons, and it'll be interesting to dive into the Hypernet Current Strike once again. Otherwise though, for the featured raid and dungeon activities this week, firstly for the raid, we've got the Garden of Salvation featured, so of course this has only been in the rotation a few times, maybe one that players want to dive into. And in addition to that, we've got the Spire of the Watcher dungeon featured, where we can pick up the Hierarchy of Needs exotic bow. That one should be farmable inside of the dungeon this week, and both of the activities will drop all of their unique items with updated power relevancy, so let us know if you plan to dive into any of those. And then in the Legends tab, the featured exotic mission this week will be Vox Obscura, and so the Dead Messenger, which is now craftable, can be earned there, as well as a bunch of weapons from Season of the Risen, so as always it's a good one to jump into if you're catching up on any of those rewards. Then for the Eververse store, as always, I'll keep you posted with that full inventory on Tuesday with the vendor reset. Over to Eternity though, and the Dares of Eternity, on top of the core loot drops this week we can pick up additional drops of the Scatterhorn armor and Pathfinder armor sets, as well as a bunch of weapons from Season of the Lost and a couple of world drops from Forsaken as additional drops at the end of the activity. But then we have the featured Lost sectors for the week, and for Tuesday we'll see the Bay of Drowned Wishes in the Dreaming City right next to the spawn, that's dropping exotic chest pieces, and then it'll be the Chamber of Starlight on January 24th dropping exotic helmets. Following that though, we move over to Europa with Perdition on January 25th, which will be dropping exotic legs, and we'll see Bunker E15 on Europa on January 26th dropping exotic gauntlets. But that's followed by Concealed Void on Europa dropping chest pieces on January 27th. January 28th will be the Thrillerdrome on Neomuna dropping exotic helmets, and finally, for the 29th of January, it'll be Gilded Precept on Neomuna dropping exotic legs. weeks. But the final mention is for the Ascendant Challenge this week, and it should be found inside of the Chamber of Starlight in Ria Silvia, and that's the Sumerian Garrison Challenge. So if you're still looking to complete any of those, I'll run some gameplay showing off the location and collectibles at the end of the video. But for today, guys, that is everything we have to round up for the weekly reset. Once again, we'll get another update from Bungie on Thursday with the TWID, so it'll be interesting to see what else they have to say right there. But for now, that's something I'll keep you posted on, and if you want to stay up to date with Destiny content, be sure to get subscribed to the channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any content. Otherwise though, I appreciate you tuning in. Let us know down below if you're going to be getting up to anything inside of Destiny 2 this week, and a rating below very much helps us out on the channel as well, if you have enjoyed the video of course. But otherwise guys, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you all have an awesome week.